Okay, doing it now. Hey, everybody. We're going live in the Philippines, so hang in there with us if you're watching via Facebook or YouTube. All right, Adrian, I'm going to see you on there.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
see you on there.
So for those of you watching from YouTube or Facebook, we are about to go live.
So I got a call from a friend asking me to help her mom sell their home. So I listed it and I sold it to a family of 4. So after 2 months, I got a call from my parents' house saying that I renovated the house I bought and I just wanted to flip it. Can you help me sell it? So I said, okay, thank you for the opportunity. So I again found a buyer and I sold the same house twice. So the buyer of that house, the second buyer already, told me that they were considering to buy another house. So she referred me to the owner of that house, and I also sold that house. So it's like having 3 transactions in a span of less than 4 months. So I sold one house twice, and because of referrals, so I was able to get 3 transactions in a span of 4 months. So that to me is a happy experience because I was still new then. So I always recall that happy experience. So I guess that's my most memorable selling experience. I use, of course, real space in KW Command, and then I also use local websites like Moody, That Property, and Rent. So for Keller Williams, we pay 1,900 a month plus annual fees, and for the other websites, I usually spend for each website around I think 25,000 pesos a year. So total, I think I spend around 75,000 a year. Well, I wake up at 5 in the morning. I check my emails, I check my messages, and then I respond to the urgent ones. And then I check my daily time block schedule, my top 3 tasks for the day, my appointments. But to be honest, I'm a work in progress because I realized that to be a top broker, you have to have digital presence. So I recently hired a virtual assistant who's helping me build my website. So once that's done, that's going to be part of my daily routine as well. I started as a solo broker in 2012. I wasn't part of Keller Williams Philippines then. So nobody taught me that I needed to build my contacts database in order to get leads, or that I need to build relationships with my clients. So it's more relational than transactional, or that I had to network with people who had the expertise in certain fields or certain areas. But most importantly, I needed to have digital presence. So I wasn't really techy then. So I had to learn Facebook, Instagram, and then recently I also had to learn TikTok. And I had to learn all of this fast in order to get ahead in the game. To the newbie real estate broker and salesperson, I must say that you'll be faced with many challenges, especially during this time of pandemic. One is learning real estate, so mostly you'll be learning it via online platforms or webinars, or challenges dealing with different kinds of people who do not want to leave their houses for fear of contracting COVID, or dealing with government agencies who limit your number of transactions in a day, and even marketing your properties because people would rather do virtual tours than open houses. And on the personal front, um, maybe you may have lost a family member, friend, or relative to COVID. But with all of these challenges, it is normal to be fearful. But if real estate is really your passion, you have to remember this. Never let fear let you lose focus on your passion.
Okay. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, everyone, and
Hi,
welcome to our
Alex.
first town hall. Joe,
Hi. So, how's everyone doing? I hope everyone is okay. You can type in your in our chat box if you would like to share anything. Maybe we
okay,
can start in 2 minutes, Alex.
yeah,
Are we
yeah.
okay?
So, yeah, before we start, maybe we'd like to acknowledge Team Lali. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. And of course, we have the different market center leaders. Thank you guys for joining us this afternoon. And for this afternoon, we have plenty of things for you to offer. And
Yes.
also, we also have Team FLI for the updates that we
Oh,
have for
Mark
us
is
this
here, I
afternoon.
think.
So, yeah,
Hi, good morning.
Mark's
Hi,
there,
Mark.
and
Good
as well as
morning.
you.
How are you, brother?
Okay naman, sir. Okay naman.
Nice to
Nice,
have you,
nice,
Good
Mark.
nice
to
to
be
see
back.
you again.
Sige, later, Mark, give us update with FLI and the additional or the new features of Sellers Hub, please.
Yes, yes.
All right.
Okay.
So it's 1:37, Joe.
1:37. I think we can start now, no? Sige, so to formally start our town hall. Wow. Actually, this is the first time that we'll be doing this, no? Since March, we all know since the lockdown started, we haven't been going out. Well, I have been not been going out since March, no? So it's really nice to have this town hall. Now virtually, this is our first time to do this. So let's I hope you bear with us since this is our first time. Me and Alex will be doing this one.
Yes, yes, yes. And I think, Joe, we also have some games stored for them.
Oh yes, yes, yes. I
Yeah,
think
and
our
part of the prizes, I think Mark is going to give out free house and lots.
all right. Mark, I'll be
You
looking
ready,
forward
Mark?
for that. So
Oh,
will Phil Invest be giving out condominiums? Pare?
I wish.
that's for the second round. For the first round, it's lots, house and
I wish
lots.
I wish I'm actually connected sana with the Gotianos, no? I wish I'm their long lost child, but no,
We don't look Chinese.
I don't look Chinese.
You
No, no,
don't sound Chinese, my friend.
Okay. So besides the games, we'll be just presenting some few updates from our market center admins. Then after the updates, it will be the time for our very special guest, no, from KW Honolulu, the Team Lali group will be presenting us something special for us this afternoon.
Okay.
So yes, then after that, Alex, what will be the next flow of the program?
After Team Lali, I think there'll be some games to be our master gamers will be Det and Lisa. I think they're prepared for the games this
Okay,
afternoon.
so
And we
we'll just
also
wait
have
for
a
that.
special speaker to orient
Oh,
us about the new features also of KW Command.
special
Wow.
special
You're this
feature.
very special guest, Anna.
I know.
Really?
Good looking speaker, good looking
From
IT
what
guy.
country? From what country is that speaker?
It actually depends.
I think it would be
Yes.
best to reserve from which country would the speaker be coming
We
from.
will find out later.
We will find out later
Yes.
exactly.
Yes.
But
Then,
he's a
Alright.
celebrity. That's all I can say. He's a
Okay.
big celebrity in the Philippines.
Oh my God.
All right. So after that big celebrity guy, we'll be turning you over to Mark for some FLI updates. And then at the end of the latter part of the program will be the time for our RO.
The original OP.
Yeah,
Our
regional.
original OP will be announcing something. All right. I guess
Okay.
we're gonna call our next presenter now, Alex, to start our program because we're
Yes, to give us
15 minutes. Yeah,
we'd like to invite si Mr. Chris.
Chris, are you there?
Chris Nell.
Chris,
Yes, yes, I'm here.
hi,
I was
Chris.
just trying to
Ready,
share my
Chris?
screen.
Okay,
Sure.
I'll give you permission to share screen. Wait, wait, wait. Okay, please try to share your presentation.
There you go.
All right.
All right, Chris.
So this one is a very quick update for the current status of our market center. So everything is the data came from the front door. So everything is as of August 2020. Okay. So here on this slide we have the regional metrics. So as you can see, I have the 2020 year-to-date actual compared to the 2019 year-to-date actual performance of the region. At the same time, we have the 2020 year-to-date goal. So first off, on the first row, we have the total recruiting appointments, and we have year-on-year growth of 92%. However, we have only attained around 79% of our goal as of August 2020 for the total recruiting appointments, which is currently at 2,042. And at market share recruiting appointments, we have 144 for year 2020 for the actual against to 2019's actual at 138. So year-on-year comparison, we are on 4% growth, and our attainment is only at 13% against the goal of 1,120. So next off is the gross agent gain. Currently, we have 96 gross agent gain as of August 2020 as compared to 2019's 182. So year-on-year comparison, we are behind by 47%, and our attainment for our goal for the gross agent is only at 13%. So our August 2020 goal is at 734. Okay. So I hope everyone can follow. So next up, we are at net agent gain. So net agent gain currently we have 5 for year to date actual, and 2019 year to date actual compared to it is at 35 with the variance of 86%. Okay, so the net gain, of course, it factors in some of the attrition. So it doesn't necessarily mean that the recruitment is only at 5 until August. So there were some movement with which affected the number for the net agent gain from the start of the year, January, up to August. So there were some attritions, especially on almost every market centers had an attrition for the previous months. Okay. So our year-to-date goal for the net agent gain is at 525. So comparing to that, we are only at 1% attainment. So next up is the total agent count. So currently, the total net agent count stands at 147 as compared to the prior year at 112, giving us a 31% growth to the agent count. So, yun, as I've mentioned a while ago, the net agent gain doesn't conclude that this is only the number of recruits that we have from January to August. Because of the factor of the attrition, that's why the net agent gain stands only at 5. However, if you look at the total agent count, we have 31% growth. It only shows that our market centers are actively recruiting despite of the current situation that we are experiencing right now. Okay, as to the closed units, as of August 2020, we have 54. and then compared to prior year at 212, I think the driver for the 212 is quite unusual. It only happened in March 2019. Probably it's the one of the biggest flows last year for the number of units sold. So um taking out that situation from 2019 to the equation, the closed units would actually present a growth as compared to the 2019 as of August. Okay, so we can exclude that situation because it's like not the usual closing production that we have on a month to month basis. But yeah, taking that in taking that out of the equation, we will have an actual growth on the closed units comparing the 2019 and 2020 August year to date numbers. Okay, so we move on to the average closed units per agent. So as of August 2020, we have zero point zero 0.04 compared to 2019's 0.32. So it's a decline of 88% from the prior year. So average closed units per agent, it only tells us how many closed transactions or yeah closed transactions our agents can deliver to us on a monthly basis. So it could be directly factored into the total agent count of 147. So we could consider that only this portion, 0.04% of our agents could be are actually active as of August 2020 in doing their closings or in production. Okay, so for the market center count, we have 7 as of August and 8 from the prior year. So we actually started this year at 9 market centers, but last May we had the merger of um, Makati, Alabang, and QC market centers. So currently we have only 7 market centers, and as compared to the 8 market centers from prior year. So at company currency as of August 2020, the the company currency is at 2.3 million pesos as compared to 2019's 5.37 million pesos. On year comparison, we are only 44% on the achievement as compared to the year to date prior year's result, and we are at 6% attainment as compared to our year to date goal of 41.99 billion. So this will be the last slide. No, we will just take a quick look on the market center's performance as of date. So everything that you see here is as of August 2020. Okay, so as you can see, I've marked some of the cells with color green. So this indicates that these are the market centers leading on that particular metric. So for agent count, we have Manila Bay with the most number of agents currently at 55. For the closed units, we have KW Bohol at 13 closed units. And for the company currency, we have KW Makati CBT at 710,350. So I chose these metrics just to give us a quick view of what's driving the company's growth as well as the market center's growth for everyone else. And I'd like to share before I end the presentation. I'd like to share really quick. I think we had this during our call 2 weeks ago with Worldwide. It was JP Lewis. He was emphasizing then that the recruitment should be still given priority despite of the challenging situation that we're right in. In his words, actually, we have to be unapologetic when it comes to our recruitment because ultimately agents drive our sales. So if the more that we recruit, the more that we encourage our manpower to produce, they will be more active on closing transactions or helping the company grow in return. So I think that's it for me, Joe and Alex.
Yeah, thank you, Chris. Chris, translation is recruit more recruits.
Yes.
I
Yes,
think that's the
recruit more.
bottom line.
That's the bottom line, guys. So yes, Chris, thank you again. And there you have it, guys. So what we need to do is to continue our recruitment. Okay. So Joe,
Just to give a different mood for this afternoon, we'll be just showing a few slides of the previous winners of our TGIF promos, our previous promos also. We'll be just showing them, okay, before we proceed to Team Lali's presentation this afternoon.
all right.
All right, for a while. Can you see this, Alex?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So these are the promos that we did from since March, I guess. I think, right? So since March, we've been doing some engagement to our agents also, and we would just like to acknowledge their participation also in our promos, in our games. So we have Diane, yeah, we have the TGIF winners here.
For the month of July.
Yep, for the month of July. And then for the month of August, we have Al
Lucky
and
and Sir Al.
Lucky. Yes.
I hope Sir Al is listening today.
We also have the TGIF winners for September, si Miss Zaira and Sir Al again.
Yes.
Wow.
So
Woohoo.
kiss Sir Al.
Then
Oh,
this
this is
one.
the 15 million challenge winners. Yeah, I like this one. Joe, do you okay, later.
Yeah.
Dito pa Sir Pigas, yeah. Most number of recruits for the month of June. And then
Yes.
Joey,
Most number
of closed transactions, yeah, for the month of July.
July.
Congratulations, Joey. Yeah.
Then we
And
have also Bernadette for achieving the most highest number of closed transactions for the
month of August. And of course, hindi papahuli si Alabang. Alabang for the most number of listings for the month of
Yep.
August. Okay.
Correct.
Thank you, guys. Joe,
Alex,
nakita
you were
ko yung
saying.
in 15 million challenge na winners natin. Can
Yes.
you recall who was the first qualifier?
That's
Medyo
a good
matindi yung first
question.
qualifier natin. Malupit ang
Yes.
binagsak dun. 65
How much
million.
was the close unit again, Alex?
65 million.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Bohol.
Bohol. Do we have anyone representing Bohol this afternoon? A quick shout
Yes.
out
Yan ba sila?
from Team Bohol.
Okay. And then after Bohol, sinagot naman ng Ortigas Sisters yon.
Wow.
Yan.
So,
Sumagot
I think-
ang Ortigas Sisters. And then, syempre, hindi nagpahuli ang Fort Bonifacio. Sumagot din ang Fort Bonifacio.
Woohoo.
Okay? And then, sumagot din ang Alabang.
Yun. Siyempre, hindi papahuli, di ba?
Ayun. And sumagot pabalik ang Bohol.
All right.
Congratulations to all the winners.
Yes.
And
So,
since they've made that 15 million challenge, they got a free pass sa ating Bold Pivot.
yep.
Na
That's
pinuyat
everyone.
natin sila ng ilang gabi, Jo.
Yes. I think 5 days was the
5
Bold
days,
Pivot
yeah.
training, right?
So, yeah, nagbenta na sila, pinuyat pa natin. So, don't worry,
Yes.
marami pang puyatan na darating para sa inyo,
Correct.
guys. More in store for you. Okay, Jo.
Hooray, Diane! Congratulations! Woohoo! There are some chats being posted in our chat groups, Alex. I'm just reading them.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Oo,
Okay.
may naayos kami na Ortigas eh.
Yep. All right. Okay.
Alright.
Now, to introduce our next presenter, I'll be calling out Miss Anna.
Yeah, our
Sorry.
regional training manager.
Yes, Miss Anna, are you there?
Please join us.
I think Anna. Anna.
Hey, Joe.
Yun. Wow. You got me nervous there. I thought
Naman si
you're
Jojo.
not in the call.
Sorry, I'm sorry about that. Okay, so are we all ready for Team Lali?
Of course,
Yes,
yes.
of course.
Woohoo! So give us all a thumbs up if you guys are ready for Team Lali. So we are all very excited today because this September we are celebrating Technology Month. Yes, so for Keller Williams Philippines, it's Technology Month. That's why we decided to invite one of the best marketers, multimedia marketers in Keller Williams, Hawaii. So with us today is Team Lali of Keller Williams Honolulu. So let me first introduce Miss Adrian Weatherly Lally. So Adrian Lally is the president and co-leader of Team Lally of Keller Williams Honolulu. Since 2007, Adrian has grown her team to become one of the renowned real estate teams assisting families buy, sell, or invest in real estate island wide. Understanding the growing demand in one of the nation's most competitive real estate markets, Adrian knew that she needed to change her definition of what a real estate agent was. The market shifted, and so did her business over to distressed properties and short sales. This was a pivotal point in Adrian's real estate career as she started to build a team. As named Top 100 Realtors by the Hawaii Business Magazine 6 consecutive years in a row, the team has continued to expand and refine their expertise in the market. The awards include one of the top ranked teams in all production categories, including homes sold, gross commission income, and total number of listings sold. As a former Army veteran, Adrian has made countless relationships with military families and have been a considerable source of the business. With over 25 real estate professionals contributing to the success of every real estate transaction, Team Lali has represented over 1,000 happy clients. Also with us today is Mr. Attilio Leonardi, a realtor broker from the Team Lali of Keller Williams, Honolulu. As a young boy growing up along the north shore of Oahu, Attilio experienced the typical Hawaiian lifestyle you might imagine. His days with his parents and three younger sisters were filled with school, beach, fishing, surfing, and skateboarding. Wow, that must have been so amazing. Couldn't get much better than that. Fast forward to today, and this laid back young boy has turned into a $1 million producing real estate agent. So, how did he get from his humble beginnings to where he is now? Maybe it was his education at the Kamehameha schools, where he learned discipline, how to set high standards and goals, and the importance to always move forward. It could have also been his past work experience as a rock band manager or in door to door sales that made him more resilient. The start of his success in real estate may have begun when he bought his first house at the age of 19. Would you believe it? While only while only a freshman at the University of Arizona, he drummed up investment capital from his grandfather, purchased a four-bedroom, two-bath, 1,300 square feet home, and rented out rooms to friends to help cover the mortgage. What a genius! Now, if you ask Attilio what has led to his success, he would attribute it to his real estate team, his business partner Adrian Lally, and his family, who have all contributed to the life he leads today. Along with the professional designations of realtor, certified distressed property expert and broker, Attilio lists real estate talk show host to his work experience. Listen to Adrian and Attilio every Saturday at 10 a.m. on KHVH AM 830 Oahu for the Team Lally Real Estate Show. So, everyone, let's give a round of applause to our speakers today, Adrian and Attilio.
Thank you, Anna. Thank you for that introduction and sharing with everyone our background. We're very excited to be here. We've also we have Robin and Renee, who are also part of our team, and they're there in the Philippines with you guys and are actually a very big part of a lot of the marketing and strategy that we do. So I know that's kind of after their shift. So I want to recognize Renee and Robin too for being here and support and to share.
Thank you.
What? Oh, there we go, Lally. Aloha.
Oh yeah.
Hawaii.
Hawaii.
Yeah. Almost 10 years? Counting. Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna have to do a big celebration when we hit that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. It's a partner.
6 years.
No, you don't.
Really? Na? Where is yung balut?
You have balut there in Honolulu?
Yeah.
Have you tried that, Atilio? Have you tried that food? That's good, right? It's good. Oh,
Well, we were supposed to come and visit you guys in March, and we were determined to. We were like, we're not going to let this pandemic stop us. We're coming, and we refused to change our plans. And then finally, Renee talked sense to us. Was like, if you guys come, then you're probably not going to be allowed to leave. Yes, yes. So thank you, Renee, for talking sense to us. We will make it there eventually, and we'll be very excited to be able to do some teaching and training in person with you guys. So, but for now, we're zooming. And the other thing, though, with with the mindset and the way that we've had to pivot and shift, I think that this technology month, that September being technology month, and really being focused on how do we connect, virtually with our clients. I'm not sure how strict things are there, if you guys are considered essential business. But if you're not, you have to think outside of the box. How can I use technology to connect and still get homes sold? So we're definitely excited to share with you some of the things that we've done and shifted here in Hawaii, where we've thankfully we've always been considered essential, but that doesn't mean that we've always met with our clients face to face. In fact, we just closed on a home, and we'll be sharing with you some examples. This one was a very high-end home, most expensive home in the neighborhood. We sold it sight unseen. The buyer still has not walked through this home. That he'd always be saying like that the sky is falling, and that he was so worried about everything, that the world's going to end and the sky is falling. I believe we've done about 68 closings,
Um,
and of those, oh, go ahead, Renee. Give us the real time
80.
number.
We have 80 closings.
80 total for the year.
Yeah, year
Right.
to date. Year to date.
And I believe at least 11 of those were sight unseen, where the buyers did not physically walk through the home before they closed on it. And so there's some of the strategies that we're going to share with you guys. No matter what the status is with the lockdown, whether you can physically walk through the homes, these are some strategies that you guys can use right now. No. The show me state. So let's show them. Let's show them.
No, I don't think we've done that. Oh,
There is.
wow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Hmm.
Live streaming. And then I would take it a step further too, making sure that you're being strategic about where it's being live streamed, and then from there, where that live stream is being shared. So it could be shared into that group. Otherwise, you could get flagged and kicked out of the group. So just make sure it's relevant. Oh, I don't know, maybe about a couple thousand followers or likers. Just out in, the social media world. So there's a lot of different options that you can use. Our team, what we use it's called StreamYard. And yeah, you guys can log on and take a look at it and see if it would be a good fit. But it's very user friendly, and we use it to stream when we're like doing our radio show, or when we're doing training, or even as we're doing like a virtual open house and walking through properties. To again, you're leveraging that live stream, so you do it once, but then it gets pushed out to the different platforms. No, you were terrible. It was terrible. It was a little bit less terrible. Yeah, we had to practice. Oh, at least, I don't know, maybe 300, 300 at least. So this is just this is teamlally.com. And one of the things that we do when we are live streaming is we show our viewers how to search for a home or how to search our listings. We use my iPhone. That's it. These are all shot with my iPhone. Make make sure though, make sure it's shot in landscape, not portrait. Very important, landscape. Hi, I'm Adrian.
And I'm Attilio. And today we are going to talk to you about coming soon marketing. Show them the sign. Look at this. Look at it.
So, so Attilio, what are the benefits of coming soon marketing?
So coming soon marketing, number one, what we do is we put it in the MLS, listing service. One picture, no price.
Yep.
Kind of like chumming the water before you come on the market and go active before the buying public.
So one of the benefits is that you as the homeowner can be putting the final touches on your home, and we can be testing the water and there is home.
Yeah, in parallel to you getting the home ready for sale. Believe it or not,
but maybe someone will watch later. You never know. I would say
Well,
that it
several
depends on if we
yeah.
boost it or not. So there's been some that we've boosted and then others that are just organic.
The highest one I see was like in the 5,000 plus view. Yeah, but that may have been a promoted one. But yeah, usually,
Mhm.
yeah.
So one of the things that like we've asked Robin and Renee to come on because a lot of the times it's like we have the big picture and then Robin and Renee they help us to execute. So they're here also to answer your guys' questions if you do have questions like on the technical aspect on how to execute because they are the experts on that. We're just the face. Oh, I want to ask real quick, how much time do we have so that we know what we can prioritize on when we're presenting?
Yeah, you still have 20 or 36 minutes.
Okay, perfect. Okay, great. We get carried away. We could be here all day.
Okay with us.
Okay.
So yeah, so one of the options that obviously you get your own free site through KW. Full disclosure, we have not moved over to completely to KW Command. We do use some of the tools and resources. However, you can still feature your listings the same way that we do. One of the things that I just want to point out, we go to our listings and then we're showing that there's the Matterport 3D tour. Do you guys are you guys seeing a lot of the 3D technology and are you guys utilizing that in your
Yes, a lot of us are actually very interested in using the virtual tours with the 360. Hmm.
so this is an unbranded site and the reason why we created the unbranded site was because in Hawaii we have our our statewide MLS and we're not allowed to share websites that have any kind of contact info. I'm not sure what your guys' rules are there, but a reason why you might want to have an unbranded site is it could be something that you share with other agents and you ask other agents to please pass along to their clients and would help to just get more eyeballs on your listings. So 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 there's two options that we were discussing with Robin, different very easy sites or platforms that you can use. The first one would be a Wix site, which you don't really need a whole lot of technical
Or something similar.
skills to create these Wix sites. And then the next one would be a WordPress site, which you probably would need to take a little bit of training. How, Sure. And then again, we always create two YouTube tours. One that's branded and one that is not branded. Again, for that same reason, right? So that we can share it on our MLS, or so that we can send it to our fellow agents so that they don't feel any apprehension about sharing it with their client database. And if you guys have questions as we're taking you through some of our different strategies, please put them in the chat and we're happy to go deeper or give you some guidance. Let's go recruit them. You know what? You know what they say about those top producing agents, that like nobody calls them. Oh, it just keeps going down. If you just wait a little bit, it's going to be cheaper. So they still haven't walked through their front door. They will be arriving on October 16th once the quarantine is done. So we and we showed them the 3-in-1, which is the unbranded. Yep. And then Robin, what did we have next on our list? I think we wanted to also talk about open houses. Are you guys allowed to do open houses, or what's like, we're not real familiar with your limitations there and what's allowed.
Well, right now real estate activities have resumed since the middle of May. So we can bring clients over to model units, but we still observe physical distancing at all times. So open houses, since it's considered as mass gathering, they're not done like physically, but
Mhm.
as much as possible we would like to conduct virtual open houses if that is an option.
Oh, good. Well, you're in luck. We've done a couple hundred of those virtual open houses, and we'll be sharing with you. The same kind of things you'd be talking with the clientele if it was at a real open house. You want to kind of anticipate the kind of questions that you typically get, so you want to make sure you have those answers. And people are, they're going to be commenting while you're live streaming, so of course you can engage with those people that are asking questions while you're live on on Facebook or YouTube. Well, okay, I see that we have what we're screen sharing right now. This is actually a Wix site, which I had mentioned earlier is a very user-friendly way. And if you want to build an impressive website about, maybe a new community or a special home, this would be the way to do it very easily with very little technical training. So So the other nice thing about this is a marketing piece for us, and we're able to show other high-end sellers. This is an example of what we've done in the past, and we can do something similar for your home. We don't do this for every single one of our listings. This is just, it really depends, on the marketing plan and what it's going to take, to get the home sold. So we just wanted to share that with you guys. I'm not sure what Robin was mentioning, that there's a lot of condos. Are condos like in high demand for you guys? Like is that what the yeah.
Yeah, well, Well, in Metro Manila, like in the greater Metro Manila area, residential condominiums are still very much in demand. But of course, in more rural areas, house and lot, and commercial as well as offices. Yeah, so it's a wide array. But if we're going to talk about Metro Manila, generally a lot of residential condos.
Dominion. Yeah.
They said at Cilio, they said that they're too shy. How do you overcome your stage fright to do this Facebook Live? What's the biggest tip that you could give? No, I I think if you
You'll
have
not
a
become the
format
open
that you
house.
follow, if you have a format that you follow, just like when like again, like the questions that are gonna come up at the open houses, just you have your format and your points that you hit on, and you walk through the house, and then you can look at the comments and questions and just answer them live. The the other thing that works well, especially for you all that are a little shy or maybe have the stage fright, is I would say if you pair up and you do it together where, one person is holding the camera and maybe just talking to you and asking you questions from behind the camera as you're walking through and prompting you. That also could be helpful where you're not like, feeling so like you're alone out there. We're just talking about the property and what you like about the property. Hey, Robin, could you take us to the Team Lally open house page? And I think there's some examples of some,
Sure.
or whatever one that you have up, that would be like a one that we can share as an example.
Did
So
you want to see
also
a
the other thing too
Facebook
with
Live?
the Facebook Lives, it's good to market that you're gonna go live and let your your audience know, hey, I'm gonna go live. Like you can schedule that. Well, who knows about Snapchat?
Ashes right now. No, I know what you guys are thinking is what's going on with these talking pickles. Well,
Do you want me to play this out?
we've been doing so many Zooms, and one of the things that we realized is that we need to have some fun with this, and
We did the
and so
pickle
we're gonna
tour.
do this, the pickles, doing the pickle tour of a beautiful home. And we're finding that for marketing purposes, that if you're just seeing something a little bit different than your standard talking head, then we're more likely to receive some engagement. So
So you've heard of the nickel tour. We're gonna
Oh,
give you guys the pickle tour. Yes.
yeah, we got
Yes, people love the pickles.
we got 2.6 thousand views on this one.
Hopefully so we use the snap camera that works with Zoom, and then we use Zoom and we went live with Facebook. So, and it was free. It was free. And if you're shy, you can disguise yourself as a pickle. So we have about 15 more minutes, Attilio. So you were asking for the time. So yeah, so these are some examples of, and then the other thing is too, is just being consistent. You have to be consistent and have a plan.
Oh, okay.
We are streaming live on Facebook and YouTube, and we're here with our friend Wendy Oshiro. She's
we're
gonna
everywhere.
be sharing with us. Well, I think it's like almost like a continuing the conversation from our radio show.
Well, we call it Friday Live. Call it Friday Live. That because somebody invites you to an meeting, but they don't tell you wait, get there. That's right. And buy it when you can afford it. Buy it
So, Tilio, so speaking of having fun, Daniel has a question about pranks. That Filipinos like pranks. So could we do we have any suggestions on how to, prank, work that in? I don't know if we want to prank our clients. But maybe you could prank your agent. That's right. You know what? One of our agents, he did. He was hiding in the shower, and the other one was walking through with the virtual tour, and he popped out of the shower like and surprised him. So that was. I mean, I don't know if that was a prank, but you know, they were having fun at the virtual open house.
I can see when.
Out there. Robin, what else do we have on the list here? Oh, you know what?
Wanna
let's
take a look at some social media posts?
sure. We'll give some examples of some of the things that we've done to bring some
So
attention.
for that same property, this is our coming soon post.
That would be a good prank. Hey Robin, what did you use to add? There's a free app. What is it that you use to edit these pictures?
Oh, I use it depends. Sometimes I'll use Canva, which you can use for
Canva.
free. It's online. So that's a simple way of you know, creating and there's a lot of templates on Canva as well that you can use, you know, especially social media templates like for Instagram, Facebook. So, you know, and for a lot of them, all you have to do is just add your photos and then change the text to what you want, you know, what you wanted to say. And then you can actually even share it if you're using the Canva app on iPhone or Android. You can share it straight from there, from the
Oh,
app.
nice. So, one other thing on our Instagram, Robin, would you go to our, like, I guess the main part? I wanted to show them the link tree. I thought that was pretty neat. Does anyone use like a link tree or to add additional links into their Instagram profile?
We're
That's been
actually
something that,
using a different one now, but it's similar to
oh,
Linktree.
okay.
But it's similar to Linktree, which is
What's it called? So there's Linktree
Easy Bio
and
Link.
Easy Bio Link.
Yeah, it's just
And
another alternative to Linktree. Same purpose. You can, since Instagram only allows one link, so when they click on your profile link, then they get this page with all the links that you want to put, and you can add as many links as you want here. And I think the reason why we started using this is you can even add a YouTube video. Whereas Linktree, I think it's only links. This one you can embed a video.
so that's something that's a free tool, right, Robin?
Yes.
The
Well, it's I think they have a free version, and then you can get a paid version for more features. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
not really sure right now what the difference are between the free and the paid one, but All of them will have like some form of free version and then like an upgraded, paid version.
And then talk about the neighborhood, a community. The other thing is, I mean, I'm sure you guys are aware, but it's like you have to have a strategy and be consistent. You can't just randomly post. Be consistent with your postings.
Actually, there's a question from Al Roque. He's asking how much do we spend for our marketing ads?
Sure. Mhm.
He said, wow, if I was a realtor, I would just eat this up. This is amazing. I've not seen anything like this, and I've never been able to get the cost per lead this low.
Mhm. Okay, so you'll find this over if you're in KW Command, over on the left-hand side, there's a tab for campaigns. And then once you're in campaigns up top, there's a tab for paid ads. And basically this is just an embedded version of Facebook ads. So if any of you guys have ever tried Facebook ads, and I think that Ryan noticed this, that the cost per click is, significantly less than if you were to do it. Yeah, if you were to do it in Facebook, KW must have some kind of like bulk discount where, they're able to get a better rate than if you were to do it in Facebook. And they also simplify the process. You can just click on, start a campaign. And if anyone's ever tried, doing Facebook ads, it's a pretty complicated interface. There's so many functions, but KW's simplified it here where you just follow, like a template, and then, you know, not a lot of, I'm not going to go through the whole process, but there's, based on what type of ad you want to create, it's a pretty simple process. And then for each campaign that you create, you're able to look at you're able to set your budget. Like if you have a maximum budget, and then it's going to show you the cost per click, the cost per impression, or how, for, someone who was able to view your ad. And then it also shows you the cost per lead. This one is the cost per lead generated. So for example, this ad campaign, the total budget was $200, and it was averaging 5 cents a click, and it generated 74 leads. So that's you know, and the total spend so far was $80. So that's an average of just a little over $1 per lead that was generated. Okay, so
And Attilio, we've got about 2 minutes left.
Right. That's right. We have a regular training schedule with our technology manager, Jojo. So yeah, so we do this on a regular basis, like when around
Once a month.
what, once a month?
Yeah.
Yeah, once a month.
This is just basically a list of any leads that you've generated through that campaign. You just click on it, and it automatically adds it to your contacts here, and you can manage it. You can manage it all from within command. And depending on what kind of information your form was able to capture, phone, email, it should just show up here, and you can just store it by you know. Mhm. Yeah. So for this form, we just basically ask, I guess, for phone number and email.
What was kind of cool that I just realized today we were looking at it. I was like, oh, there's a tag in there that says KW. And so it looks like that there was some KW agents from other parts of the country that had clicked on our ad, and then they ended up in our
Mm.
in our command, but it automatically recognized it's okay because we're connected now. So I thought that was pretty interesting. So
Yeah.
this is showing the amount spent. Oh, you clicked on it now. Okay, perfect. Well, Renee sent out an announcement in the chat where to. Yep. No, just thank you again for having us, and hopefully you guys have some good ideas and some takeaways, things that you can execute on right now today.
That's right. Mhm.
Thank you for having us. Aloha, everybody.
Okay, so once again, we would like to
Okay.
thank Team Lally for gracing us with their presence today, for sharing with us their time and of course their expertise when it comes to digital marketing. So once again, everyone, please give another round of applause to Adrian, to Attilio, Renee, and Robin from Team Lally.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Adrian. Thank
you.
you,
Thank
Atilio.
you, Adrian, Atilio, Robin, and Renee.
Hope we can
Thank you.
invite
Thank
again
you.
on one of our events.
We'll wait for you here in the Philippines soon.
Thank you.
See you soon. See you soon.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank
All
you.
right. So Alex, are we done?
What's next? Okay.
We're not yet done, guys. Don't leave yet, okay?
We're not yet done. We still have a lot of things in